Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I just wanted to go over topping off your fluids with you guys. Just a reminder to always check that, make sure it's topped off. That's one of the most underrated things. Everyone forgets to check their fluids often, and before you know it, you've been running really low on stuff for a while, and that could cause a bunch of issues. So I actually checked mine. I'm a little low on stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys through how to check what fluids you need and all that fun stuff. All right. So in the owner's manual on, what page is this? Page 12-7, it tells you what fluids you need for your clutch, your power steering, your engine coolant. So all this stuff here, this is what I went by when I bought this stuff. Now I'm sure you can get these cheaper with some aftermarket brands, but I just wanted the peace of mind of going with Subaru with these. So I'm sure there's other replacements for it. You don't have to spend the extra money on Subaru stuff, but definitely recommends it in here. Of course, it's always gonna recommend it so they get your money, but just went with the peace of mind. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but that's the bottom line is the low line. So my coolant is just under low. So we're gonna be topping that off. And then here we have the brake fluid. I'm between minimum and max. I'm probably just gonna top this off a little bit to bring it up to max. This is also your clutch, so you want to check that as well. So the power steering, can't really capture it on the camera, maybe. It has a hot max and a cold max, and a hot minimum and a cold minimum. So if your car is hot, of course it needs to be at the line for hot. If it's cold, at cold. So I'm going to need to add some on here as well because I'm at the minimum. It's also good to check your battery just to make sure there's no corrosion on there. So in the owner's manual, page 1125, here it tells you that the reservoir is used for both the brake and the clutch system. It has a little diagram here showing you where you can find the minimum and maximum levels. So for me, at minimum, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up right now. Alright, so the power steering is on page 1124. Here it pretty much explains the hot max, cold max thing that we went over. So it's pretty much telling you to fill it up if it's at the minimum, so we'll go ahead and do that now. And we're going to be using this transmission fluid, but if you see down there, it's also for the power steering. And if you look on page 12-7 on the owner's manual, it tells you to use that same automatic transmission fluid. This thing doesn't smell that great either, so I wouldn't sniff it if I were you. I'm gonna use a funnel for this one because I don't want to spill it anywhere. Alright, now we got it at the hot max. The car is kind of hot right now. I've turned it off not too long ago, so. Alright, so for the coolant, it's on page 11-18. It's pretty much just telling you to check the reservoir, which I did, and I'm at low. It's also telling you to remove the radiator cap and refill it if that is low. I already checked that. Mine's fine, and I don't want to do it right now because the car is kind of hot, so I don't want to open that. But it's already fine, so I'm just going to refill the reservoir tank up to full. Darling, you send me, darling, you. Alright guys, so I don't know how I did this, but I almost forgot a very important fluid. That's right, your oil. If you want a full oil change video, I'll leave the oil change video in maybe a corner around here somewhere. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pull the dipstick out, and we're gonna go ahead and wipe it clean. You don't want to go by the first time you pull it out because all the oil was shaking up in there, and if it looked like it's full when it's not. So you want to wipe it down and then check it after. Now we're going to go in the hole, pull it out. So you want to make sure the oil's by the second dot here, and if so, you're good. Alright guys, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick video to remind you guys to check your fluids, make sure they're topped off. and I just wanted to kind of walk you guys through it. You can check your owner's manual. It's very simple to do, so don't let that slip and something go wrong with your engine. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.